Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Black Prince Gaming and we're here today continuing off our Rome Total War 2 Grand Campaign. So, yes, we have just defeated the Etruscans. We've kicked them out of sort of the northern part of Italia as well as out of Corsica. So now obviously the next enemy that we'll be looking for is we'll be looking to start the First Punic War. Obviously we have Syracuse and Carthage down in Sicily as well as also in Sardinia, so those are the enemies we'll be going for. So yeah, stick around and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, we've hunted down the last of the Etruscan navy and that is their faction completely defeated, and a little level up for our general, which is great. Let's go ahead and get in the warrior trait and let's go ahead and get 2% morale for all units, and I guess he can now head across to Neapolis where we'll probably start to raise a new fleet for the Romans. Okay, these guys can continue their march south. Yeah, on their way to Syracuse, which should help them out massively. Can we put them actually into a marching? Let's go force march. Let's try and get them there as soon as possible. Hopefully only take a couple more turns then. And yeah, we've got this sort of secondary unit building up who will just be used as more like a fodder army for our fight here. Let's go for one of these. Let's get ourselves an auxiliary camp. Yeah, just making sure that we've got loads of new regions just being built and upgraded, keeping the economy ticking over, and then hopefully we can declare war on Syracuse. They have a very big army actually here defending Syracuse, so that is going to be a big battle. We might see if we can't.
At your service.
Can we sabotage the army? See if that works.
That worked out all right.
Okay, no, we cannot do that. Maybe we could go ahead and get ourselves a veteran though, because these guys I believe can also have some effects like sabotaging armies. So yeah, we'll start him heading down and see if he can't do anything to help us out as well. Just want to try and balance the odds in our favour before we strike Syracuse, and then obviously our next enemy will be looking at Carthage, just to take them out of Sardinia and try and take them out of Sicily. So we have all three of those regions fully under our control. We have our secondary army in at the gates of Syracuse. We will now send, we'll send our declaration of war, and we shall send our main army in. Okay, it looks like we are very much due to win this in our favour, but let's get in there and actually fight this. This should be a grand battle here. Hopefully we can sort of push them off against the coast. They do have a garrison fleet, but it's only a small one, probably a couple units, and obviously a garrison army as well. So we'll just have a look for where the best place should be to attack into Syracuse and crush them out. Perfect, we got dry weather straight off the bat, so that is good. They don't have any walls on their settlement as well, which is very handy for us. Okay, where is the best opening? Probably from this side, although that's putting us a little bit further away from everything. But you know what, we will take that because I think we just want the best piece of land to sort of advance from, so we don't have to split our forces too much. So let's go ahead, start the battle off. Oh, okay, no, they are right there. Let's get the army into a position.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
See if we can't pull our men in maybe into some sort of good range here. Let's stop the men running, keep them back a bit, make sure that we're not just expending ourselves. There we go, the second army. Let's get them over.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Okay, they've got a lot of troops nearby. The mercenary cavalry is sort of the bit that worries me the most. We've got some principes, let's get them out this way, see if we can't intercept some of this cavalry coming. Okay, let's slow this right down. Let's pause this maybe actually. And we want to grab our ranged units, pull them back into a nicer defensive point. Yep. And then we need to grab the rest of our military, so let's get our general back behind them, and then let's grab all of our spearmen, our swordsmen, and whatever we need into a nice tight line here to help hold out. And we'll include in that maybe some triari to come maybe try and take out this cavalry.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Okay, these guys are all heading down to the battlefront too. Is this cavalry actually coming to try and cut us off? I mean, if they are, that's fine. I will take that fight. But there we go. There we go. Our men are all moving into a good line. That is good news. Let's just maybe make sure that this is all bolstered fully across. There we go. Let's get that across. Perfect. Are the skirmishers in range? They are almost in range, so they can start attacking shortly. There we go. Send the triari out. Let's see if we can't get some good hits in on them. There you go. Let's move up some of the velites.
Ready. At the double. Quick march.
Okay, this is obviously quite a huge force that we're having to face here. Let's get the Hastati moving out and around. Get these guys hitting in where they can. You guys move up as well. Perfect, okay. Perfect, the triari have got in here. Okay, this army, let's get them double line fronted, the same as we should with anyone else. And can we maybe get them coming in from this angle? It's one of my thoughts here. Maybe. Oh, okay. There you go. Heavy spears. Let's make sure that we are moving in against them. Get into a nice formation. You missile troops, maybe help them in the back while you go. Let's inspire some of these frontline Hastati who are in the thick of it realistically. Like, they have a lot of battling they need to be doing. Okay, these Hastati have kind of gone a little bit rogue. That's fine. You guys see if you can't attack there. Okay.
Rome is mother to us all. Missiles awaiting targets. Jupiter.
Okay, hit these gaps if you can. Like anyone in that gap. That is good hits that we can be making. Perfect. Okay, this is going well. And here comes the second army now heading on in. There you go, try and hit them with everything you got, you skirmishers. Hopefully you can take them down before they manage to make too good a hit on you. Okay, get in here spearmen, plug this gap, don't let them out. Get the velites around the sides. Get the general in just that little bit closer, there we go. We've tied up the cavalry here. Okay, hit them there. Okay, this is going really well in the centre. You guys get over here. You're going to come in as well.
The battle
Okay.
is turning in our favour.
Get into them there. You guys move in there. That's literally a handful of cavalry, so there we go. Yeah, just keep trying to put them into this pocket that we've made, this kill zone.
Romans ready for duty.
Okay, we've dealt with their armies there.
Quick march. At speed. At
Okay, you guys are going to move into this gap. Perfect.
At your service.
Our general is under attack.
General!
Is he? It doesn't look like he's under attack.
Ready and waiting. Rome is mother to us all. Yours to command.
Okay,
Valientes.
let's see if we can't just keep crushing in there where we need to.
To a man. At the double.
Okay, got to keep clearing them out. These guys have now moved in from the flanks. This is great manoeuvring.
Make your shots count.
Okay, perfect.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
And then here we go, the mix of infantry. We just want pushing into this sort of, well, this cauldron we've trapped them in here. See if we can't cut off some of their fronts
Ready and waiting.
and just have them
One of our
absolutely
units has used all
skewered.
its ammunition.
Double time. Orders. Quick march. Missiles ready and waiting.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Absolute fishnet offensive
One of
here
our
where we've
units
managed
has
to
used
trap
all its
them in.
ammunition.
Fire on the enemies! Roma invicta! Ready and waiting! Cohorts parati! Proud Romans all! Romans!
Okay, you guys get in, see if you can't relieve them there.
Missiles awaiting targets! Victory for Rome!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, let's just try and absolutely encircle this mass of their units here. These guys have held out so well. I mean, look at them, they've held to like half casualties almost, and now we can really sweep in round the back and ensure that they are crushed out in full.
One of our
There we
units
go,
has
and you
used
can
all
see
its
these
ammunition.
last few units here getting suckered in. Let's just drag mass units now.
Valientes!
Yeah, take out their javelin men.
Sons of Mars!
Perfect. What a huge battle that was. Let's have a look. What was that stats wise? Oh my god, we absolutely massacred them. Considering it was relatively equal deployments, and obviously they had so many more, well, they had the defensive advantage. I mean, almost 6-1 on the kills is absolutely insane. That's a huge victory for us. And it means Syracuse, I think that was their main army there as well, so I'm assuming that's them completely wiped off the map as well. So now we will be looking to the next threat, which is obviously Carthage, the age-old Roman enemy. Well, not age-old at this point, but we're going for the First Punic Wars. So, it's time to move swiftly on to the Carthaginians with their two allies of Libya and Nova Carthago. So let's get our army in. Let's hopefully get the offensive going. I mean, it's an undefended settlement. Well, not completely undefended, but not defended well at all. So let's go ahead, aggressively get in here, bash our way through, and then that should be Sicily completely under our control as well. We will also obviously go ahead and occupy the town, just because we want to try and keep as much peace in the region as possible. But there we go, Syracuse and Lilybaeum have been taken. We have massively expanded the Roman Empire. Time to go after Carthage here. We've got our fleet, and we've got our two supporting fleets of troops basically coming in. So let's get them over. Let's get them in towards Corrales, and then let's send in the actual fleet. Okay, here we go. So we've got a huge amount of reinforcements coming in. This is going to be a very big battle again. Let's do it. Hopefully we can use our artillery ships to blast our way in, because it looks like they have a wall around the settlement. So I'm just trying to think where the best place to deploy our troops would be. It looks like there's a nice beach there on this left hand front. I don't know if this is going to count, because if it does, then maybe that's better to get our armies over here and maneuver them round the coast to this gate. Maybe we could actually land them off here. But yeah, we'll have to see what it's looking like as we get in. But obviously we've got a huge artillery fleet. We need to wait. We need it to be dry, hopefully. Okay, perfect. Got it on the last day. That's fine. Because yeah, we want it to be dry because we need our artillery to be firing. If our artillery doesn't fire, that's going to be hugely disappointing for our invasion.
Assault ships reporting. Orders.
Okay, assault ships, I mean.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Let's go like this actually, see if we can't try and cut off some of their ships now maybe. Get them into position, maybe we can destroy some of these ships while they're out in the open. Here comes in all of our reinforcements actually from this front. Their reinforcements has come in from the far side, okay. Let's try, well, just a huge scaled landing along the coast. Just a D-Day style landing on the beaches here. Okay, and they've got a ship that's actually rowed out towards us. That is very ballsy of them.
General,
Our general is under attack.
Okay, and a huge hit has just gone across the bow. And there we go, a nice huge crack from our troops there. Okay, artillery. Yeah, I want you actually putting in some impact here. You guys see if you can't maybe try and cut their guys off as they maybe head into the sea. Go for the general if you can.
Assault ships ready to attack.
Come on.
General,
Get at them.
Hit them with the onager.
ready and awaiting orders.
Artillery ships just go for their general. Let's see what we can do out here. Okay, I mean if they're going to go for the attack, we'll go for the attack, sure. There you go, you guys onto the shoreline where you can. Yeah, this is going to be slow because we're going to have to unpack all of our troops as we go, but, you know, hopefully it should be worthwhile. Okay, row hard, let's get a good ram in. Come on, General. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't last against the ram. Perfect, great damage. Great impact.
Artillery awaiting orders.
And then let's line up all of the artillery very nicely to just start absolutely raiding them here. So ideally if we can line up and start smashing through some of these gatehouses, that would be great. Amazing, their General Himmelkar is actually just on the beach here, so I'm actually going to turn a few units round to just see if we can't absolutely pelt him and get him out of the battle. I mean, if we could kill him as well, that would be huge. I mean, that's got to be horrendous for them. They're just scurrying off the beach under an absolute volley of fire. Yeah, anywhere that we can just help absolutely smash through their defences is obviously huge. Okay, yeah. And obviously we are just smacking down the walls here, so that's going great as well. How's our navy looking at coming in for landing?
The tower has been destroyed.
Looks like we've almost got everyone landed, and then we can start to amass the huge army basically. And yeah, you can see the damage that's starting to come in on the walls. Come on, get your final blast into the gatehouse. Let's get this crushed. Let's get this destroyed. Can you hit them at all? Yeah, looks like you can. Sending up that shot. Let's see it hit the walls. Boom. Crack in that arrow tower. Yeah, continuing to do huge amounts of damage against their troops as they come up the walls. Come on. We just need a few more hits of the gatehouse now, that's all. In you charge, men. This is the moment. This is the big charge. Get the general moving up. The rest of you, I want you getting into the port here. Let's just try and do our best to continue the siege, basically. Just siege them in. But yeah, the gate is open. Let's get the armies of Rome marching their way in. Perfect. This testudo is going to be the one that charges. Form up. Perfect. Marching straight through into the hoplite line inside the gate. Carthaginian hoplites. There we go. The absolute mass rush in. And yeah, the aim will just be to see if we can't completely destroy them here. All of our other ships are now starting to head in to hopefully have some range to just start firing upon the entire place. Let's go, let's make sure they're turned, about face them. And then yeah, they can just continue to fire at will at whatever they deem necessary. Like, look at this. These mercenary cavalries are already under halfway. Oh, look at that missile there, just taking out a bit of the fort wall. Come on. Big charge, lads. Big charge. Let's get you moving. Charging in as much as you can. General, get an inspire down on whoever's out in the front here. These Hastati will be our heroes. Look at this clash at the gatehouse. Oh my god, the frames are dropping. Every one of you needs to focus your attention on him. Yeah, let's try and get one of our ballistas to just fire well. If we can take out Hannibal right here. Oh, look at those crunches coming in. Come on, where's the next salvo? Yes! Absolute massacre on the beach. I mean, I don't know why he's out there. He really shouldn't be. Perfect, you're going to come in as well, ship from the back. Just make sure you're hitting Hannibal with as much as possible. Yeah, for some reason the Libyan javelin men have come here as well. These guys are starting to finally flood through the gate, I think, by the looks of things. Yeah, we've somehow got princeps who have broken the line here and got into their back line. And there goes Hannibal. Hannibal is routing. I mean, not surprising considering the amount of fire that's just being hit on him. If we could just kill him, that would be great. Yeah, they're fully routed out of the war. That's fine. If we can maybe hit Himmelkar now as well, over in this square, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like the siege weaponry will fire that far, so that is good. Yeah, there we go. We got some Libyan javelin men now fighting. Our guys are mostly through this gate. There should be very little for them to be doing now. And then we need them to just crunch back in on some of these troops that are stuck out here. Perfect. The siege continues from the ocean. Definitely not the way you're meant to play Navy. Or is this? I don't know. But Himmelkar will be destroyed here. Okay, he's finally moving. That's fine, that makes sense. Okay, no, you guys get back. We do not need you this far out. They keep trying to reinforce the gates, bringing in more men, but it's not going to be enough. Can we get any of these guys maybe up onto the walls? See if they can't do a bit of damage up there. Just see if they can't shoot down into the enemy ranks. Yeah. But yeah, very much over. Yeah, they're all routing by the gate. I mean, we did kill one of their generals. Our men flee the field of battle. This is terrible. Come on, keep surging forward. Absolute Zerg rush basically through this gate. Yeah, they did not stand a chance. Okay, that's counting as a close victory, but yeah, I mean, we did 1,000 more kills to them, and considering, yeah, they were behind their high walls, I think ultimately the way we sieged them was definitely the way that worked. We just cracked through their walls with just continuing to fire siege weaponry onto them. Probably needed more of the actual catapult ships, because they seem to be the one doing the damage. The ballistas were doing their bit, but Yeah, I mean, look at the damage on those catapult ships. Although, look at the damage on that one ballista ship. He must have been one of the ones that I used to snipe some of the generals. But yeah, just massacring the Carthaginian line as well. Oh, a noble death. Did we lose someone? Gnaeus Cornelius Scipio Asina. Oh no, who was the general of?
Nothing else. Fleet reporting.
Ah, the First Legion. We lost the general of the First Legion. That is sad. And let's get this settlement, I guess, converted over so we can make it usable. Perfect. Okay, lovely. We have now conquered what I consider like the core of Rome, really. Southern Italy, Sicily, Sardinia and Corsica, so that is huge. Now it would probably be time to have a look at some diplomacy, see if the Carthaginians
It would be wise to speak honestly if you wish to
want
keep
to
your
go
time.
for some peace.
The weak know only
Okay, maybe
peace in
not
the
that much
afterlife,
money.
and not always there.
Okay, they don't want
Your
peace.
weakness-
I mean, we'll stay at war with them if we need to. That's fine. I would like to peace out after just consolidating our realm, and then we can go back to war with them in the future. But if they want to stay at war, we will stay at war with them. I mean, I have no issue in fighting Carthaginians.
Ready for battle.
Let's just make sure all of our generals and army traditions are continuing to level up as well. I'm probably going to leave this episode off here. We will look to obviously try and make some peace with the Carthaginians, but we have crushed them out of Italian sort of claimed land. So then it might be a quest of whether we start to look north towards some of these Celtic tribes and try and get our way up to the Alps. And then obviously the next sort of questions we'll be looking at Dalmatia, looking at Greece, but obviously we'll just see who's sort of rising out of there. It looks like Epirus actually took over Athens and Sparta, and Macedonia then went and took over some of Epirus's land. So Epirus has migrated while Macedonia has expanded, and as well the Ardeli have also expanded. So things looking very interesting over in Greece. We'll have to go and put some Roman boots on the ground over there soon. But yeah, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see more of this, please let me know down below. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.